Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, winner of Favorite Male Butt Kicker in the 2013 Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards, WWE Champion, and supporting actor in the 2005 film Be Cool. The Rock is notorious for his massive muscles, charming good looks, and epic cheat meals. My name's Trent, and to prove wrong all those haters who don't think I'm an idiot, I'll be eating and training like The Rock for the next 7 days. The Rock eats 7 meals a day. Like most bodybuilders, his meals are 1/3 complex carbs, 1/3 lean protein, and 1/3 vegetables. He also eats over 5,000 calories a day. I'll be eating the exact same meals that The Rock eats every day, scaled down for my size and weight. Each day I'm going to eat power oatmeal with Greek yogurt, almond butter, some fruit, and 2 eggs on the side. A cod fillet, 2 cups of sweet potato and 1 cup of vegetables, 1 chicken breast, 1 cup of white rice, and 1 cup of vegetables, 1 cod fillet, rice and vegetables, 1 flank steak, potato and spinach salad, chicken breast, a whole cup of grain rice, and a salad, 2 eggs, a scoop of protein, and a cup of vegetables. You may have noticed that there's something strange about this 7 meal per day, 3,400 calorie diet. And that's right, there is no cheese. Where's the cheese, Dwayne? Have you no love for life? Where's the cheese? Dwayne Johnson also claims to drink 18 liters of water per day. That's completely absurd. You know what else would be absurd? Drinking a quarter of that, which is what I'll do. Day 1, 4:15 a.m. I weighed in this morning at 76.75 kilos. I've got my first liter of water here with some creatine to get me started. The Rock doesn't drink any coffee. He just drinks energy drinks every day. Here's my energy drink for this morning. It has BCAAs, which, fun fact, there's no evidence that BCAAs do anything to improve your fitness. Tastes alright though. Breakfast complete, not gonna lie. Eating breakfast 2 hours before I usually do and washing it down with 180 milligrams of caffeine. My stomach notices. I'm following The Rock's workout routine for when he was training for the movie Hercules. In training for this role, The Rock worked out 6 days a week. Every single day will include 1 fasted cardio session lasting between 30 and 50 minutes, and then 1 weight training session lasting between 1 and 2 hours. Day 1 is chest and upper body. Day 2 is legs, and a lot of legs. Day 3 is back. Day 4 is shoulders. Day 5 is legs, again. Day 6 is arms. And day 7 is rest. Day 2, I woke up this morning, I peed for 2 minutes straight, and then I felt kind of thirsty. Why? How? Day 2 was leg day. And while I wouldn't wish Dwayne Johnson's leg routine on my worst enemy, it does make for a cool montage. Let's watch. And now might be a good time to talk about junk volume. Within weight training, volume refers to the amount of sets you do for a given muscle group in a single session. Typically, you'd think that the more work you do for a muscle group, the more gains you're going to achieve. But you reach a point of diminishing returns, and then eventually you actually get negative strength gains the more you're training a muscle. A meta-analysis in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that athletes start seeing decreased gains when they go past 8 sets per muscle group per session. For reference, I was doing 24 sets targeting my quads twice this week. This insane amount of volume means that I probably wasn't improving my leg strength at all. And this kind of volume isn't going to be useful for anyone who's not on anabolic steroids. Day 3. I ran a marathon in May, and my legs feel roughly equivalent to that. And now I need to go run for 45 minutes, and then I'm gonna go lift for like an hour and a half. Oh. I gotta say, it does feel pretty badass going for a run at 5 a.m. when it's -6 out. Legs are absolutely burning. Let's go. I worked out for an hour and a half in the morning, and then when I finished my workout, I was out of chicken breast, so I had to go to the grocery store. But I drank so much water that at the grocery store I had to pee. So I was rushing through grocery shopping, and then I walk home. Then I have to do meal prep. During meal prep, I had to take a break from meal prep to eat a meal, and then the food is here, cooling. And just as I've finished meal prep, I need to eat another meal. You definitely can't live a normal life and do this. Kayla, do you know how The Rock keeps the doctor away? He eats an apple a day. Hey Chris.
Hey.
High five.
High five.
Low five.
Low five.
Fast five.
Fast five.
Starring The Rock.
Take that, camera lens. Whoa.
All right, yeah, so of course, sure, but like then who is The Rock? Well, The Rock was born in California, but he grew up in New Zealand, Connecticut, North Carolina, Hawaii, Pennsylvania, and Tennessee. He was actually arrested multiple times in high school, but then he started doing track, wrestling, and football, and this pulled him onto the straight and narrow. After going to college on a football scholarship, he joined the Canadian Football League's Calgary Stampeders, where he played as a defensive tackle. Unfortunately, after only 2 months, he got the boot. A year later, he joined the WWE, where he played as a character named Rocky Maivia, and the fans hated him.
That's the gratitude I get from you pieces of crap for all my blood, my sweat, and my tears.
But then eventually the fans came around to like him. He changed his name to The Rock, and he had a feud with John Cena for a while. While The Rock truly broke out from his role in Scorpion King, his first acting gig was actually in That 70s Show. Some other weird stuff he's been in are Star Trek, he played a bad guy in Doom, and he blew himself up with a grenade in Reno 911 Miami. In the past decade, The Rock has exploded in popularity from hits like Fast and the Furious 5, Fast and the Furious 6, Fast and the Furious Hobbs and Shaw, making him one of the highest paid actors in Hollywood. He also runs a clothing line with Under Armour, a tequila company with his ex-wife, and an energy drink. Given that his dad and grandfather were WWE wrestlers, his daughter, who's joined the WWE as well, is now the first ever 4th generation WWE wrestler. Workout complete. The Rock typically drinks a protein shake within 10 minutes of finishing his workout to be within the anabolic window. But I realized my protein shake's at home, and the gym is a 5-minute bike ride away from home. So I better get there quick. Well, this is it, 6:30 a.m. on day 6. I'm going in for my final workout, just finished a 40-minute run, and honestly, I'm already feeling kind of nostalgic for this. And it's like, well, I could just keep doing this, I could do it for another week, but you and I both know I'm not going to keep getting up at 4:30 a.m. to work out for 3 hours a day. This week has been awesome, but awesome in the same way that going spelunking with your crazy uncle is awesome, in that it's a great memory, but you would never do it again because you don't want to die. But all that's left is sleeping in tomorrow and then an epic cheat meal. On day 7, I checked my height again, but unfortunately training like The Rock had not brought me up to The Rock's height. This is the moment I've all been waiting for. Oh my God, that's like, that bite alone is more sugar than I've had all week. Oh, it's kind of spicy. There's jalapeno in it. That would be why. I've got a tall glass of single malt scotch, Ben & Jerry's, fish food, which is my favorite flavor by far. And then I've got a chicken, pineapple, and jalapeno pizza.
Why did you choose this as your cheat meal?
Because I didn't eat cheese all week. Calzone. It's like a giant pizza bite, which, what is a pizza bite but a tiny calzone? I can definitely sense the decrease in dopamine as I get farther and farther into the pizza. Like, the first slice was absolutely amazing. It was so delicious. Now every slice is just fine. Like, I'm not deriving nearly as much pleasure. I'm already so tired. I'm not gonna finish it, but that's about 800 calories from the Ben & Jerry's and probably about 1,000 or 1,100 calories from the pizza. And I ate for 25 minutes. So let's start with The Rock's exercise program. I think that it's pretty cool, but I think it's way too much volume. Personally, I would do a scaled down version of it. For example, I'd remove one of the leg days and I'd remove cardio 2 times a week. So you'd end up actually only weight training 5 days a week and doing cardio 3 times a week. That to me seems more reasonable. Also worth noting is that I had to take 2 rest days after this. My body was just destroyed. I almost felt like I was on the verge of getting sick at the end. So it probably makes a lot more sense to do this 5 days a week. So yeah, it was a great workout routine, and I'll include a link for it in the description below. You can check that out. It also includes all of the food he ate, which is a great transition into talking about his diet. Firstly, his diet is way too expensive for a normal person. No one can afford steak and cod every single day. It's also really difficult to eat a full prepared meal every 2 hours, 7 times a day. That being said, from a dietary standpoint, I felt pretty good throughout the week. My energy levels were consistent from the food. I wasn't having any real cravings. I was very satisfied with everything I was eating. I was getting a ton of protein and a ton of minerals and nutrients from the veggies. I didn't love the cheat meal. The novelty quickly wore off, and then I felt pretty tired afterwards and regretted that I had eaten so much. The point of a cheat meal isn't to feel exhausted and terrible afterwards. It's instead to celebrate food and really enjoy something that you wouldn't indulge in normally. And typically coming out of a cheat meal, I feel pretty good, and I think so should you. That's it for the video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, there's a button for that looks like this. You can click that. And if you didn't enjoy it, there's no button for that. Nothing to do. Just leave the page. If you want to see more stuff like this, hit the subscribe button. See you in the next one.